The sun was beginning to dip behind the tall oak trees, painting the sky in shades of orange and gold. Mia stood at the edge of the garden path, her small hands tightly squeezing the handle of her flowery suitcase. Usually, she loved visiting Grandma Ilara, but tonight was different. Tonight, for the very first time, Mia was staying for a whole sleepover, all by herself. Her tummy felt like it was full of tiny, fluttery butterflies. Suddenly, the front door creaked open with a friendly, welcoming sound. There stood Grandma Ilara, wearing her favorite apron, patterned with bright yellow lemons. She had a smile so wide it made her eyes crinkle at the corners. "Welcome to the Sleepover Club, Mia," she called out, waving her hand. Hearing her grandmother's cheerful voice made the butterflies in Mia's tummy flutter a little less. The house smelled like sweet cinnamon and a hint of magic. Grandma Ilara led Mia straight to the kitchen, where a bowl of golden dough was already waiting on the counter. Together, they rolled it out until it was flat and smooth. They used shiny metal cutters to shape the dough into stars and hearts. "The secret to sleepover cookies," Grandma Ilara whispered, "is an extra sprinkle of courage." Mia pressed a star-shaped cutter into the dough and felt herself standing a little bit taller. After the cookies were safely tucked into the oven, Grandma Ilara took Mia's hand. "I have a special place prepared just for you," she said with a twinkle in her eye. She led Mia down the long hallway to a wooden door with a hand-painted sign that read, "Mia's Meadow." Grandma Ilara reached for the handle and slowly swung the door open to reveal a room bathed in the soft pink light of the setting sun. Mia stepped inside the room and gasped. The bed was covered in a thick, patchwork quilt made of colorful scraps of velvet and silk. On the pillow sat a stuffed rabbit with long, floppy ears and a stitched-on smile. It looked very cozy, but as the shadows outside grew longer and the room grew dimmer, Mia felt a tiny pang of homesickness. The room was beautiful, but it wasn't her own room at home. Grandma Ilara must have known exactly what Mia was thinking. She reached under the bed and pulled out a heavy, old wooden trunk. "This is the treasure chest of wonders," she explained, lifting the lid with a dramatic flourish. Inside the trunk were shimmering scarves, old-fashioned hats, and glowing lanterns that ran on batteries, sparking like trapped stars. For the next hour, the bedroom was transformed into a land of make-believe. Mia tied a shimmering blue scarf around her neck like a hero's cape, and Grandma Ilara put on a crown made of delicate paper flowers. They pretended the rug was a magic carpet, and the warm cookies were special fuel for their long flight. Mia's nervous thoughts were quickly replaced by the happy sound of their shared laughter. Soon, the moon rose high in the sky, and it was time to get ready for bed. Mia put on her softest polka-dot pajamas and went into the bathroom. She brushed her teeth until they sparkled like pearls in the mirror. She felt very grown up as she carefully tucked her toothbrush back into her travel kit. The house didn't feel strange or scary anymore. It felt like a second home. Back in the meadow room, Grandma Ilara settled into a large wooden rocking chair and patted her lap. Mia climbed up, and they opened a large book with a soft velvet cover. Grandma Ilara read stories of brave explorers and friendly dragons until Mia's eyelids began to feel heavy, and the words turned into a soft, comforting hum that filled the room. Grandma Ilara tucked the patchwork quilt tightly around Mia's shoulders and kissed her gently on the forehead. "Sleep tight, my brave explorer," she whispered before slipping out of the room. Mia watched the silver moonlight dance on the walls for a moment before finally closing her eyes. She wasn't nervous anymore. She was already dreaming of the delicious breakfast they would share in the morning.